Okay, I think we're ready. We're gonna hope I'm ready. I'm spoiler alert. I'm never ready, but we're gonna do this anyway. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. So glad we could have you here. Today we're gonna be bouncing back and forth between games, but we're gonna play some games. And the topic for today just so happens to be the year of the Linux desktop. So the question is more like it's an open-ended thing where you guys can give your inputs as to how you feel about the year of the Linux desktop. Let's see some other things. Today is the day. It's the day of the Linux desktop. Welcome back, voice. Today's the day. Let's go. Oh yeah, the other thing I was gonna say, I will probably start mentioning this when I mention my Discord. I got a matrix. Excuse me. I got a matrix. If I can say that right, a matrix room set up now. So it is in the link tree. You can go to it and join. If you don't like Discord, there is now a second option. And so, yeah, we have that now. You are able to do that. I thought I had more to say on the Matrix thing, but like, Matrix. So Matrix is like, it's ran through something called Element, and what it aims to do is that it aims to be like Discord in a way. In some ways it is, and in some ways it's completely different. There's not nearly as much customization to it that you can do with it, but Matrix is just like an alternative to Discord, really. That's what it is. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I hate Discord. Oh, okay. Yeah, so if you want something that is like more on the FOSS side of things, I guess, for the lack of better words, Matrix is going to be your best bet. But you have to go through something called Element. So like you go to the Element page and you log in through Matrix. Like there it should say that you are signing up or logging in through matrix.org or something like that. And then you just you create a profile, and then you can join servers and stuff or rooms. They call them rooms. You can join rooms and what have you. Because I was looking at it last night, and it's actually not as hard as I once thought it was. So I was just like, because there are some people here who would like to have a second option to Discord, in order to get in contact with me. And that is like the next best thing for me, because like I don't want to get an X, formerly known as Twitter. I had one, but I deleted it because I don't want to use it. The only other places, I don't even think Odyssey is a place like that. I think Odyssey is more about content creation. I think it's like an alternative to YouTube. I don't know if they have a messaging service. If they do have a messaging service, we might venture into Odyssey. We might venture into Odyssey anyway, just because we need a alternative to YouTube, just in case something happens. Like we've got Twitch, yeah, but a lot of people may not want to go to Twitch, so their next best thing would be to go with something called Odyssey. But that's something I'm thinking about. So I haven't heard or I haven't thought about it too much. Kick is thriving. Or you heard Kick is thriving. Yeah, you heard Kick is thriving. Yeah. Um, we could give Kick a shot. Kick, Odyssey. I don't know. I'm just trying to give people more options, I guess, to consume my content. Oh, let me put this on the main screen here. So on the main screen, we've got we're gonna try out Stardew Valley, see how it works on Linux. Well, specifically how it works on my hardware. But this is what we will be doing today. We won't be doing Stardew Valley the whole stream. Just be aware of that, because there will be some Magic the Gathering Arena being played. I don't know what else we'll play, but today's just more like a let's play some games and talk Linux kind of day. But yeah. So, oh yeah, like I was saying, we do have a matrix. It is in the link tree. Feel free to join if you would like to get in contact with me, but don't want to use Discord for some reason. Let's see. I'm just looking. Oh, the year of Linux gaming. Yeah, for real. Yeah, this is peak where I only get 47 FPS. I will need to mention this, however. This is not Linux's fault. This is not the game's fault. This is a hardware issue that I'm dealing with. So like I am working towards getting a new gaming PC or gaming laptop specifically. The one that I was looking at recently got sold. So now we're on the look for a different computer or a different laptop. And come payday, I don't know what I'm going to be able to afford. I hope I can get like a really good one. But yeah, let's see how this runs. We'll go ahead and start a new one. And I don't exactly hear sound. I wonder why I don't hear sound. Oh, that's because I had it muted. Why do I have it muted? No, I don't have it muted. Okay, you can hear a little bit of it. I'm trying to figure out if I want to have it on 20% or 25 because that sound is low. We'll do it at 25. If it distracts me, then I'm not doing it. All right, so name. Zipbox. Farm name. Let's see. Farm name. What do we want to name the farm? Favorite thing? Penguins. Why not? Because we're Linux. Why not? What was that? Oh, you know what? That was probably because I just got a notification. Oh, that's a you. Cool. So now I can start posting the Matrix. Yay! It wasn't too complicated. Good, I'm glad. I installed Elements and made an account, then joined your Matrix. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So yeah, in a lot of ways, it is a lot more simpler to use than Discord is, in my opinion. We're just gonna put Zipix's farm. You know what? We could have Bob Ross. If it's Foss, I'm all for it. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the deal is with like how it's set up, but I think of it as like a Foss version of it. Like it is. Hold on, let me take a look at what my post said the other day. Because it said something about Matrix is decentralized and secure communication. I don't know. I'd have to like go into a whole thing about it. I don't know if you guys want me to like pull up Matrix and see, like reading about it and stuff. I mean, we could read about it and all. Kaji, hello, welcome back. We're just talking about Matrix, which is an alternative to my Discord if you would like to join it. It is in the link tree. All right, let's go back to this. Oh yeah, the monsters are coming out. There's going to be weaknesses to everything, okay? I guess let's go the standard form. Yes, I do have Matrix now. Yeah, so it is in the description. Yeah, we want to change shirts, I think. Let's change those pants, too. You know what? We're just going to make it... We're going to make it all black. Oh, you can't change the shirt color? Really? You got a bunch of different options, really. So many to choose from. I like that popping sound it makes. I don't know if you guys can hear that very well though. There's 112 shirts. This is crazy. No, we're gonna settle with. Actually, we're gonna look through all the shirts. According to Grok, Matrix is an open source decentralized communication protocol designed for secure real-time messaging, voice, and video calls. Well, there you go. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, a lot of people will probably prefer that. For sure, for sure. I just want a plain black shirt. Can I have one? Can I just have one? If I ask it pretty please, can I have one? You know what? I guess we'll just go with that shirt. I don't know what that stands for. I'm gonna say that it stands for Magic the Gathering Arena. No, you know what? We're gonna go back to this. I don't know what's going on there. Ooh, we can have doggies? What's that, a golden retriever? No, we're gonna go with this dude. This dude looks fun. Let's see what happened. Oh, cool. Okay, now I have a new follower on Twitch. Cool, thank you. So merge. New edgy profile pic. That is solid. That is a solid pick. Yeah, so this will be a learning adventure for everyone here as far as using Matrix and all that good stuff. Is it the year of the Linux desktop? First of all, welcome to the stream. Second of all, that is the topic of discussion today. Do you think it is the year of the Linux? Do you think there will ever be a year of the Linux? And depending on your answer, let's find out why you think that is. You know, let's see if you can convince me that this is the year of the Linux, maybe. What is this? Oh, I can have a beard. Cool. You know what? We'll just go with that because why not? Hair color, we'll go black because why not? Oh, actually, you know what? I need a. Where's bald? Is there a bald one? I didn't even think to see how many hairstyles there were. Ew. I don't know, guys. What do you think about that one? That's disgusting. It is for me, as it's this exact year that I got into Linux. I guess many are like me, longtime Windows power users that will at some point get fed up with Microsoft. No, that is no, that's true. I would definitely say. I don't know. At one point, I just finally said, "Isn't there an alternative?" And there was, and I was able to go with it. And you know, it's just, I guess for me, it was more about for me, it's always been about customization. So anytime that I can customize my desktop, like I'm all for it. Honestly, random YouTubers, especially PewDiePie, could help people at least consider it, and SteamOS can definitely help. Yeah, I can definitely see that being a thing. Like, especially with more people helping, like bigger YouTubers helping others with Linux. I mean, that's been pretty good. Microsoft has actual competition in the gaming handheld space now. Well, I thought they were being competitive when they announced their little Xbox handheld. I heard something about that. I'm not entirely sure. I customized Neri's scrolling window manager. Neri was easy, but Waybar was a pain and still is. Okay, so I'm getting my people mixed up here. Were you the one yesterday in stream that said that you were having a hard time with Waybar? Because I'm just wondering if you were the person that I was trying to help out with that. Neri is one of those things that I would rather. I don't know. I think it's cool, but it's not something that I would use, like on a day-to-day basis. And even though it's only in handheld space, it could ripple out in other markets. Gaming is a big percentage of the home computer. Yeah, no, I can agree with that. Oh, hello, Tom. Welcome to the stream. So glad you could make it. Today we're talking about the year of the Linux desktop. I'm trying to emulate the KDE bar. Oh, you're still stuck? Oh, okay. What are well now you have me in Matrix, so you can contact me there. I'm just wondering like how you're still stuck. If there's any way that I can help out. I'm just using GNOME and I am planning to use Hyperland, but never got around to it. I am currently using Hyperland along with Waybar. That's my setup. I used to use GNOME Now I use window managers. Most wave bars example are made for Hyperland, so a lot of broken things. I can't argue with that. I think because like I know that there's some of their setups where I'm just like, I don't know if I can use it because they're just vastly different. Leone, welcome to the stream. I like Sway for its simplicity. Not a fan of fancy animations. I don't disagree. If you want to be on Wayland, but you don't want all those fancy animations, you could go to Sway. Or if you really like Hyperland, you can disable the animations. I don't use a display manager anymore. I use the TTY to launch my desktop. Yeah, I did that for a little while. I just I don't know. I got to a point where I wanted to customize my login screen. I still haven't gotten around to it though. And while we have all of you here, let me tell you about our new Matrix room. If you don't like Discord, we now have a Matrix option if you guys want to join it. Otherwise, we have Discord. If you would like to stay in contact with me, or you want some help with some Linux stuff, you want to talk with other Linux users, that's also great for that. And a bunch of other things. Oh yeah, LY. Yeah, LY was actually pretty good for what it was. All right, let me read this in the game because I've already lost interest in Stardew Valley, but we're trying it out anyway because I want to see how well it plays. If you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I had lost sight of what mattered most in life, real connections with other people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. I've enclosed the deed to that place, my pride and joy, Zipix's farm. It's located in Stardew Valley on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. I know you'll honor the family name, my boy. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. Oh, isn't that sweet, Grandpa? Thank you, Grandpa. P.S. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will you? Grandpa, I really don't give a crap. Okay? I wanted your land. That's it. Like, if I'm just being honest about it, I just wanted your land. Like, if you pass, then you're just gonna pass. But okay, so the game's not running too bad on it. I'm getting on a bus, do. Getting on a bus, do. Woohoo! Stardew Valley, 0.5 miles. Man, I gotta travel. That sounds like a lot of work. Hello, you must be Zipix. Well, you must be correct, Robin. You must be correct. Because I am. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's there right now, tidying things up for your arrival. The farm's right over here, if you'll follow me. I don't know if I want to go to the farm, you guys. What if she tries to make a move on me? Then what am I going to do? Let's see. I have tried LY. It just felt unnecessary. So TTY is my go-to to launch my desktop. I also love using the TTY for running commands and such. Yeah, no, it's pretty good. I would say, not too bad. Like, at least you have something to run commands on if you need to. I've actually thought about going back to TTY myself if it doesn't really work out with LightDM. because I'm looking for something that I can customize, but I don't want to go back to SDDM. I like just typing a pass and have ly remember my session and login, especially if I want to jump between different desktop environments. Yeah, that's also good for that too. This is Zipix's farm. What's the matter? Sure, it's a bit overgrown, but there's some good soil underneath that mess. With a little dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time. Yeah, I don't care, Robin. Robin, I don't care. Am I bald in real life? Yes. Very much so. Here we are, your new home. Well, guys, this is the new home. Ah, the new farmer. I have hair and it's nice. Well, I'm glad for you. Some people are more fortunate than others. I have hair. I don't like having to cut it. Better be bald and forget about it. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not for everyone, but like some people look better than others, I think. I'm one of those people that just happen to look better bald, I guess. That being said, I don't really have a choice in the matter. Like, I just... let's see. Welcome, I'm Lewis, mayor of Pelican Town. You know, everyone's been asking about you. I haven't even been in the game 5 minutes. Who is asking about me? I don't... Who are these people? It's not every day that someone moves in. It's quite a big deal. My dude, who are these people that you're talking about? So, you're moving into your grandfather's old cottage. Yes, I am. I'm glad he's moving on from this world so I can inherit his farm. It's a good house, very rustic. Okay. Gosh, when are you guys going to stop talking? Sorry, not the chat, I mean the game. Rustic? That's one way to put it. Crusty might be a little more apt, though. A little more apt install. Don't listen to her, Zipix. She's just trying to make you dissatisfied so that you buy one of her house upgrades. Oh, you see Lewis? Lewis is upset now, you guys. She has upset Lewis. What do we do? I guess he's just going to have to be upset. Anyway, you must be tired from the long journey. You should get some rest. Don't tell me what to do, old man. I'll get rest when I'm dead, okay? I don't need rest now. What I need is to get to my farm so I can feed my chickens and tend to my cattle. Tomorrow you ought to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. You know what? They already know me. Why do I have to introduce myself? It's all these people you're talking about. They already know me. If they already know me, why do I have to introduce myself? The townspeople would appreciate that? Sure, okay. Whatever, old man. Things that only happen in TV and games. The uncle you never knew about died and you were the only inheritor of his wealth. When you write, you write. Oh, I almost forgot. If you have anything to sell, just place it in this box here. I'll come by during the night to collect it. Well, good luck. Where we're going, we don't need luck. Your progress has been saved. Do I really want to get up, though? Yeah, I guess I want to get up. The game seems to be running fine. I just wanted to make sure I could do what I need to there. What is this package? You received 15 parsnip seeds. Here's a little something to get you started. Mayor Lewis. Really, what am I going to do with parsnip, you guys? The game seems to be running pretty smooth. I'm not going to lie about that. Seems to be doing okay. Yeah, but what is it that I'm doing exactly? I mean, I guess I'm going around... Like, the world is your oyster, I guess. But yeah, back to the topic at hand. Year of the Linux desktop. So, your axe isn't strong enough to break this stump. I don't know, man. Like, I think we're making great strides in the Linux sphere. It's just a matter of, I guess, letting other people know that we, like, hey, we have a pretty cool operating system. I think being in the TTY is the most productive way to code or script. It's not very distracting. I can see your point. I just don't know if it's something that is for me. I have personally gotten into something called Fish for like command line stuff. I like using Fish now. Okay, so then what are we gonna do here? I guess we could plant some parsnip. I don't know. Code Bam, welcome to the stream. I spent a whole week in the TTY once, and I learned so much command line. Worth it. Listen, that is a good way to get into the command line. Just immerse. Well, that's really the way to go about anything, I think. Is that you just just immerse yourself with it. Tiling window managers are very productive. I would agree with that 100%. Come on, let's get it. Got some wood off of that, so that's pretty cool. What is this? Yes, I see that it is in ruins. But what are we gonna do about it? That's gonna bring down property value, isn't it? Do you use a tiling window manager? Yep, Tom pretty much answered it. I use Hyperland. Neri is also pretty good if you want a scrolling window manager. That's like pretty much like, here's the thing that I found out. You can actually accomplish the same thing with Hyperland. You can actually use it as a scrolling window manager if you wanted to. I was reading somewhere about that. I would have to look back on it. It might even be worth making a tutorial on, in case people don't know about it. But like, you can do stuff like that in Hyperland. Yeah, you can use workspaces to substitute scrolling. I've been using Sway since alpha, and it's awesome. Yeah, Sway, I used Sway for a little while. I thought it was limiting to me at the time. But I would still... The thing is that I would still recommend it. Yeah, this is someone else's bed. Someone else's stuff. But yeah, like if you want something that's more Wayland oriented, yeah, I would definitely go with Sway. A stranger. Ooh, we have Linus. You guys, this is Linus. Did you know that Linus has a hair? Or, excuse me, not a hair. Linus has a beard. I can't believe I messed up that like that. Dude. Hyperland isn't going in a direction I like. They're going to make a premium version, so get ready to see new stuff that you don't have access to. Are you serious? Oh. Oh, you guys. Oh. What are we going to do? I mean, here's the thing. I understand from a business perspective, or not a business perspective. I see it from the perspective of the creator, where they do need to be compensated for their time and efforts. At the same time, I just don't know if I would be able to afford that. Like if they had a monthly, like if it was a monthly premium or something like that. That's crazy to think about. Like if it became to a point where I had to if it got to a point where like we couldn't use Hyperland anymore, I don't know what I'd use. It would definitely have to be something Wayland. I don't think I could go back to X11. If it's fully fledged, Almighty KDE could sustain itself with donations, so could Hyperland. I don't like gatekeeping. I have OCD, so I can't stand having a feature gate kept for me, even if I don't need it. No, I definitely understand that. Oh, aren't you the one who just moved in? I'm Maru. I've been looking forward to meeting you. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I can't say too much because I recently started like a subscription service on my Discord that people can join, but it's for stuff like early access, and if you just want to help support what it is that I'm doing, I'm still keeping everything the same in regards to like you can still watch my content, you can still get my music for free, you can get my coding for free. Like nothing's changed in that aspect. But like, no, I understand about like having to make money in regards to like some features. I just hope that what's currently there now isn't backed by a paywall. If some of the features that I really need are backed by a paywall, then yeah, we may have to look towards something else. And I don't like that idea. I don't like that whatsoever. Let's see. We've got... I don't even know what that calendar's for. Yo, Oceans! Guess what, Oceans? We have a Matrix. So if you want, you can join in the... if you go to my link tree, you can join the Matrix. That's another way to get in contact with me, in case you need it. So glad to have you here, though. I don't think they'll block current stuff, but nothing can't be guaranteed for future features. I mean, I think I would be happy with that. I think I would be fine if that was the case. Linux is good. It just has a lot of bugs on NVIDIA, and the open source drivers are sometimes better, but they lack performance. Well, no, wait a minute. I thought NVIDIA drivers were open source already. Am I wrong on that? I thought they were. Or if not now, they were working on it. Oh, you got a matrix error? This room has been marked as unfederable? What does that even mean? I will try to join it ASAP. Cool, cool. Oh, gotcha, yeah. Let me see what's going on with that. Actually, let me try to search it from my phone why that would be. Because uh voice got into it just fine. .403. This room has been marked as I don't even know what that word means. Unfetterable. Okay, so according to Reddit, in Matrix, it is possible for the room administrator to mark a room as non-federating, meaning another server can't join it from the outside. That seems to be the case here. Wait, so you're not a user trying to join the room? How? Room can't be accessed from other servers, restricting its visibility and participation in the same servers. How's that even possible? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just join it as a person. I don't understand. I'm on ENVS Matrix server. Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. Let me see. Let me see something real quick. Because I think I know what to do. Advanced. Or maybe security and privacy. Yeah, anyone can join. Roles and permissions. Okay, I don't know about any of that mess. Well, now how do I do that then? Sorry, please be patient with me, you guys. I'm trying to figure this out so that way you guys can join, because like it says everyone can join. I mean, the only other option that I've got is like enable guest access. People with supported clients will be able to join the room without having a registered account, which I don't want. I want people to have a account. Oh, what do I do about this? Is it because that's the way that I've always had it set up? Yeah, I will get to you guys momentarily. I'm just trying to figure this out. I used to think Matrix was dead, but considering you guys are using it, I will retry and join. Yeah, so I made the executive decision last night to just go ahead and go back with it, because I know that there's some people that watch the stream that they don't have another way to get in contact with me, and this would be the only other method for me to be able to have people get in contact with me. You can also talk with other Linux users and all that good stuff. If I had known that there were other means that you could join the server, I don't think I would have selected that option to limit people from using other things other than like matrix.org. So I'm going to have to do some research on that, figure that out, and then that way I can help future people. But for now, if you can use the regular matrix.org to join, that would be ideal for now. I think that Linux would be more commonly used if it had better NVIDIA support and there weren't like 1,000 distros to choose from. That's the same Debian OS, but with a different coat of paint. Yeah, no, I get your point. A lot of the distributions seem to be based off of Debian or Ubuntu in some way or another. I used to think Matrix was dead, but oh yeah, I already read that. I agree with the NVIDIA issue, but I disagree with the choice. Choice is always good. I like having all these distros to choose from. Yeah, so I think choice is good. Do I think it is good for the beginner? No, I think you should be able to recommend something to a beginner. Like, give them a few recommendations, but don't give them a whole bunch of, like, choices that they can go to just yet. Give them something small and let them work their way up. I'll just join on my phone using another app. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know how that works, so. The choice is good, but really the main distro people use now are Linux Mint, Fedora, and Arch, even though Arch breaks your PC every 2 minutes from personal experience. I guess people use Arch for customizability. Yes, so I used to use Arch. I'm now on CachyOS. I don't have the issue of Arch breaking on me. Having said that, there are people that have had that break on them. So, no, I understand the point that's being made there. People use Ubuntu with its numerous flaws. They use Debian a lot as well. Ubuntu is based on Debian. Everything is Debian. As for Arch, CachyOS is getting very good. EndeavourOS is also Arch-based and popular. Yeah, I've been hearing about Endeavour. I'm on CachyOS now. So nothing but good. What OS you using? Hello and welcome to the stream. So glad to have you here. I am using CachyOS. All that is good. But Arch from personal experience is hard to set up even after installing. Well, that depends. Are you using Arch install or are you using like the normal way to install Arch? Because like I've only used the normal setup like once and I was successful with it on my third time. Other than that, I've only used Arch install for it. Arch isn't for everyone, but downstream, like CachyOS made it ready to go from the starty. Exactly. On CachyOS, there is one button that set up everything gaming related, for example. Where is that button? Do I have to have a desktop environment for that? Because maybe that's what I need to do. Just find that button. Arch is super vanilla. I would say, I guess so is Debian, but the install is easier. If you like programming and editing config files, you should check out NixOS. I mean, I do like programming. I do like editing config files. I just don't know if I like doing it to NixOS. Having said that, we will be going over NixOS at some point on this channel. Matrix. I only know the mathematics version of Matrix. I didn't know that there are other versions of Matrix. I like using Arch because of the way it's built and its pack manager called Pacman. Yeah, so Matrix is basically the alternative to like Discord if you want something that's like open source and stuff like that. You're more than welcome to join it. I do like Arch's Pacman manager. I use the normal way and Arch install. Gotcha. Pacman is great. The only issue I had with Arch was with the AUR, when the computer basically failed to compile stuff and froze completely. Luckily, here's the thing with CachyOS. Luckily, I haven't had to pull from the AUR very often. So, that's actually really good for me. Like, everything that I've had to use basically comes from the CachyOS repositories. Or maybe I shouldn't say repositories. I should say package manager, I guess. Well, no, it's not a package manager. I guess I am right. The repositories for it. Using MacBook Pro for 3 years, broke repair $600. Decided by ThinkPad T480 for $100. Windows 11 so bad. I tried Arch, KDE Plasma for fun. So far, so good. Well, good. I'm glad that you've had a awesome experience with it so far. I hope you're looking forward to more good experiences with it. A good pro for Linux is that most malware is for Windows, not Linux. Yeah, I mean, you can still get bugs and stuff like that, but um, I don't know. I guess it is what it is. You don't need GUI for CachyOS game stuff. Let me write this down. Peru CachyOS gaming applications. So I just type that in, and then everything works like it's supposed to for gaming. Because maybe that's where I'm going wrong. We'll probably try. Let me get to some of these other ones here. Cool, excited to watch that. Cool. Also, people would game more on Linux if the big major shooter games supported Linux due to anti-cheat. But that's the game's fault. Yeah, that's more like, and I can't stress this enough. Like, as far as like Fortnite goes, it is one of those things where like it makes it difficult to play it on Linux. Ooh, it's getting dark. I better go home. I don't even know where home is at this point because I've been talking too much. Let's see. Yeah, many games with working anti-cheat on Linux some refuse. Peru or Yay or Pac-Man. Oh, that's a dash capital S. Yeah, see, here's the thing about Peru. I tried Peru. I think it is ugly as sin. I much prefer Yay. But that's just like a personal opinion. I just thought I'd throw that out there because I don't know who I was talking to the other day about Yay. But I think Peru is not that good looking. I got to get home, you guys. If I can find my way back. I think Yay is getting deprecated. That's why I went. Oh. Yeah, then I'm definitely going to want to go with Peru. Because I did not know it was going to be deprecated. I generally am not a fan of using stuff that is deprecated. I don't care if it's locked. I wanted to go in. Yeah, the game seems to be running pretty good in general. I like that. Alright, I found my way back home, you guys. I did not need Google Maps for this. So, we're good. Now, let's go to bed. Yes. What you mean it's Linux native? I had to put a compatibility layer on this, my dude. I had to put in Proton GE. I don't know how y'all were able to do it natively. But listen, even if you did do it natively, that's cool. I like that, though. Peru is resource intensive, right? So Yay's the best one for me. I don't know. Make package -SCI won't be deprecated. Gotcha. Let me take a look. Kill. We are growing. The flower children are calling. Yesterday, I got permabanned from my favorite game on Roblox. RIP. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, my dude. Yeah, it happens. I'll tell you, it happens. For certain. I don't like having to read the package builds to spot shady stuff. I mean, I wouldn't either. But I don't need to rely on an AUR helper if I can compile using make package. You can just clone the package from Git, no auto update, but I used to have a script that would CD into all my... Yeah, see, that's the thing about, like, the package managers, though. I would rather have something that, like, it would let me know it would basically let me know like um if something's upgradable. How old are you? Uh what? I I mean I huh? Hello there. Just got back from a fishing trip. You should come down to the beach sometime. I've got something for you. Willie. I imagine that Willie has something for me. Oh, it's a meme. Oh, okay, gotcha. I'm not hip with the new memes. You'll have to forgive me. Please and thank you. I don't want to take the bus. It's a bunch of smelly people on the bus. Oh, Gen Z's humor? Yeah, that's probably why I don't get it then. My bad. I'm still millennial. I want to go fishing. Oh, hey, so you're the new guy, huh? Cool. Let's see. 11% GPU, 45% CPU is crazy. But I guess Stardew Valley is more CPU based. Oh, that's nothing. You should watch this when I play Lego Jurassic World. This thing gets to like 90% GPU and then like 50% CPU, I think, or something like, or maybe it's 30% GPU. I'm not entirely sure. Um, let's see. Tell us your specs. Oh, you know what would be helpful is like if I programmed it into Stream Elements. I'm actually thinking about using Streamlabs instead of Stream Elements, but I could probably make a command for that so that way it would like let people know what my specs are. So my specs, I have a NVIDIA N100 for a CPU, so generally it will get up to 3.4 gigahertz for the processor. It's a quad core, 4 threads. I have 16 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte of hard disk space. Well, it's an SSD. My graphics card is like a Intel UHD graphics or something like that. It's not a very good graphics card. In fact, we've been discussing on this channel. We've been discussing me getting a new or like a better gaming laptop. Not necessarily new, but we're talking about it. We have been. I need to get one come next week, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough money to afford one. So that's really the only game here is like figuring out if we can afford it. But like the graphics card is not that great. I think it's like either a 620 or 720 or something like that. But it's UHD graphics. It's Intel though. So that's the reason why my computer runs the way that it does right now. Let's see. Arch Linux manual install is very easy. I don't see why vanilla Arch Linux is difficult. I'm using it. I find it quite simple to use. Yeah, I mean, I think that was their point with the game, or not the game. I think that was their point with Arch Linux or the Arch install. I think that was the point, was to make it easier for people. It is simple, but Arch install is almost easier than a GUI. I mean, it can be, sure. The hard part is the commands, disk stub, packages, I did a test between manual Arch installation and scripted manual Arch install. I didn't find the need to redo manual installs as it's really minimal with no bloat. Yes, it is a NVIDIA N100. I think the difficult part would be more about maintaining Arch for beginners. Yes, that would be the key. So making sure that you can maintain it. For your next PC build, use an AMD Ryzen CPU. Well, I'm trying to get a laptop, so I don't know how I'm going to be able to do that. Yes, Intel N100. Oh, did I say Nvidia? My bad. Sorry. No, I did mean Intel. I don't know why I said Nvidia. I guess we were just talking about it. Arch install versus minimal equals manual install. Those are one of the choices I'm choosing before landing to Marketplace. Gotcha. The best way to learn Linux is not a YouTube video, but reading the manuals. I mean, I kind of make YouTube videos to help out people because sometimes it doesn't make sense from the manuals. So I don't know if I can really agree with that, but it's whatever. Just don't buy a gaming laptop. They're not worth the price tag. Yeah, but you got to have something that has a good graphics card in it. Like, make no mistake, it has to have a good graphics card in it. So, like, then comes the case of, like, what should you use? Good job on reading all the messages in the chat. Thank you. I'm trying to get to everyone. It's the least I could do. Ryzen makes laptops, but I think Intel is still better. Could be wrong. Also, my bad, Zipix. I have to use Windows considering I'm not home. Can't change the OS on my laptop. The BIOS is locked. Oh, wow. Who would do that? Who would lock it down? I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, wow. I didn't even know you could lock the BIOS like that. The best way to learn is wherever you can find the information. Good point. The best way is to just use Linux. Welcome, Chaotic Creeper. Glad to have you with us. Last time I heard about Ryzen on laptops, the battery life was bad. I prefer Ryzen CPUs due to lower temps and more price to performance ratio. On desktop anyways. Yeah, I use Arch install. Tried KDE because people recommended who never tried Arch. Gotcha. Yeah, man. Locking into the BIOS. Say what you say. This year is the year of the Linux desktop. Arthurez, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. I have some news for you. Well, news for everybody, really, but I say this because, like, you keep coming back, and I appreciate that. I'm glad to have your support, my friend. We have a Matrix room now. So if you need an alternative way to get in contact with me, you can join my Matrix room, and you can speak to me from there. You can also like talk about Linux stuff, but that's just an alternative from Discord. But yeah, year of the Linux desktop. I mean, I don't know. I don't think there'll ever really truly be one. I think we'll come close, but no cigar. I think a lot of it just depends on the person, though. I think it can be a year of the Linux for one person and then not for another person. If I'm wrong, fight me on it. I'm just playing. AMD Ryzen is better for gaming, but Intel is still superior on video transcoding and usability at very low wattage. Gotcha. So Matrix is the alternative to it's an open source alternative to using Discord. And also one thing I want to say right now, if you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you really enjoy my content, consider subscribing today, because that helps me and the channel and all that good stuff. My gaming PC is Ryzen, but my home server is Intel. For real, that sucks. Thankfully, I have another computer, but not being able to manage Grub or anything else is really annoying. That I would agree with. Intel and AMD are not in competition with each other. They are just different, which is good. I kind of want few people use Linux so we can I don't want to I'm not comfortable with that statement. I don't think we should necessarily gatekeep on one hand, but then on the other hand, I'm like, well, then it won't be special if everyone else is using it, I guess. Like, there's part of me that says that, and then there's part of me where it's like, we probably shouldn't gatekeep. I don't know. I find the word gatekeep is like very, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. Let's see. There's an alternative universe where Linux isn't open source. Bro, are you talking about Red Hat? Okay, that was a bad taste. My bad. I'm really disappointed about Denmark. They clarified saying that they'll not switch to Linux, just switch from MS Office to LibreOffice. I mean, it's still a step in a direction. May not be the direction we all want them to go, but LibreOffice, it's pretty nice. I subbed and liked the video. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm learning a lot from not a tech guy. Well, I mean, if you're talking about me, I do consider myself to be tech savvy. I tinker a lot with computers. It's something I thoroughly enjoy. One day, Navu will be as good as the proprietary NVIDIA drivers. Gotcha. Voice, thank you for subscribing. Thanks for joining the family. One of us. All right, fair enough. But to be honest, every year is the year of the Linux desktop. It just keeps on getting better and better. Yeah, I mean, it's always going to be that way, I think. I think it will get better as time goes on. A majority of Windows users are for business, and most companies use Microsoft programs. Yes, because they are not very tech savvy. They don't like the idea that something could be free and good, in my opinion. Either that or they don't know any better. And actually, that's what I would say. More likely than not, it is just the fact that people just don't know better. And they think that if they put all this money out there, that it makes the product better, which is not really true, in my opinion. Other term for gatekeep, English is not my first language. What's another term that we could use for that? Actually, I can't think of one right off, and I don't want to spend too much time on thinking about that, but like I understand your point, though. Like, no, I truly do. Yeah, Linux is for everyone, but should just be educated about it and see for their needs. That's truth. The legend is real. Hello, Code Searcher. Welcome to the stream. We just need more NVIDIA and software support. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, probably both. I would say more so software support, but NVIDIA is also important. I just hope Arch Linux isn't something to have to pay for to use it. Oh, you mean like they're talking about doing with Hyperland? I just found that out today on stream. That they want to go premium at some point. They're working their way towards it. I hope it's not something we have to pay to use. If we have the better of both of those, then the year of the Linux desktop will be Rezel. NVIDIA is working on open source drivers. We need to teach Linux from scratch in schools. I mean, Linux from scratch, I don't know, SA. I don't know about that. Unless you're not talking about the operating system, or the distribution. If you're talking about the distribution, that's like hell in a handbasket. Got to go back to bed, you guys. Let's go back. Honestly, I'm not even really playing the game at this point. I was trying to catch up on chat and stuff. Yeah, look at all these beautiful houses. Mostly, I just wanted to see how well Stardew Valley would run. I think a better game for me to play while we're talking would be Magic the Gathering Arena. It's something I could like multitask on, because for some reason not able to really multitask as well. I just don't know what it is that I'm doing in Stardew Valley. I'm not really much of a fan on um, games that like you just create. I mean, besides Minecraft, I'm not really big on that. Let's see. We need to. Oh yeah, I already read that. God destroyed the dinosaurs because they didn't invent Linux yet. I mean, I have a different theory on that, but I can see that being a thing. Oh, it's a good thing I looked at my battery. I'm already 18%. What? There we go. NVIDIA has no incentive to work on the gaming side anymore, let alone work on an open source driver. We don't want to drive potential users away from teaching Linux from scratch at schools. I just don't know about the distribution itself. Like, definitely teach about Linux, though, for sure. On computer, they dedicated 98% of the time to AI and 2% for gaming. No, we don't need to teach Linux from scratch. Schools just need to help people to read, write, explore subjects like mathematics, science, and such that make life more beautiful. Yeah, let's try that. You can display battery in Mango HUD. What type of witchcraft are you on, my dude? Are you serious? We can display the battery? I'm writing that down. Battery, Mango HUD. We'll have to explore that. Yeah, I'll put in some Magic the Gathering in a minute. When will we have Mango Fonk OS? I don't know. Maybe Minecraft on stream one day. Yeah, we could. It's possible. Let me write that down. As a matter of fact. I maybe tomorrow. Let me see how I can do it, and then because I may end up just like purchasing a. I may just end up purchasing a new Minecraft because it's been so long since I used the other one, and I don't know if I can change the username on it. But yeah, we can play some Minecraft for sure. Uh, Linux from scratch isn't really a distribution; it's more like building your own distribution by doing everything yourself. I mean, I can get down with that. Uh, it's a distro just not made yet. Yeah, you have to compile it yourself. Yeah, it's Gentoo. If the school you are referring to only involves university, then yes, teaching people to build their own distro is worthwhile. You can put that. Oh, you can put it that way. Yeah. All right. Let me switch scenes for just a second because we're gonna switch gears. Exit to desktop, and then let's. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, dude, don't even get me started on Terry Davis. Oh, that is a character in itself. Are you Canadian or American? Uh, I am. I'm neither. I am British. No, I'm just playing. No, I am American. Terry Davis was Linus 2.0. Yeah. I mean, he probably had like a mind for Linux and stuff like that. I just don't know if I would. Uh, I just don't know how well I would put him on that. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, I am American though. He's American. You can hear his accent. Well, thank you, voice. Thank you for pointing out the obvious. Now people know that I live in America because I sound Southern and this is the only way that we know how to talk. So thank you so much for that. Let's see, Rip Terry. Yeah, Canadian accent can be heard from a mile away. I've watched a lot of Trailer Park Boys. Dude, I like Trailer Park Boys, not gonna lie. I do. Oh, you guys, are you serious? We have to process Vulkan shaders for this? Is it because they did an update? This is okay, so the game's taking a little while because yeah, the game is having to process Vulkan shaders. I don't know why it's having to do that. So just bear with me. English is your fourth language, but I can tell you're from the hood. You sound Midwest. I like your guesses. I often don't know what it is that I'm supposed to sound like. You know, I don't know. I'm me, I guess. Wait. What if he's Mongolian? Nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm not Mongolian. As long as you don't pronounce ASK as at X. Oh, I see what you're saying. Am all good. Oh yeah, like I ask you a question. No, I couldn't do that. No, it's ask. I ask you a question. English, my first language. I learned how to read and write English in Ireland, and now I'm in Australia, unemployed and tinkering around with Linux and watching the stream. Well, I am glad that you're here with us on the stream. We are happy to have you here, for sure. Knowing four languages is genuinely so cool. Yeah, I think so too. Probably some throat singing content while galloping on a horse. I mean, I don't know about throat singing, but I got a song for you guys that I picked up from somewhere. And it goes like this. Well, my mom hates my dad, and my dad hates my mom, and my mom hates my dad, but my dad hates my mom. Hopefully together they'll get together someday. And that's all. That's all I got. If WW3 starts and I survive, I'm going to tell my kids all about it. Fair enough. I am reviewing Japanese for a test and you pop out in my recommendation. So, LOL. Yeah, I think I've been popping into a lot of people's recommendations lately. It's been pretty good. Languages tend to overlap with each other. Sometimes I say something that doesn't make sense in language. Want to play a different game? Yeah, so I'm trying to pull up Magic the Gathering, but I think I'm going to have this problem no matter what I do. Because I don't think it's like it's at 76% for processing Vulkan shaders. I mean, as far as another game, a different game, I could like do something retro. I could do Lego Jurassic World. I could do Cuphead. Those are just some off the top of my head that I've got right now. My guess is that he's indeed not Mongolian. And you would be correct, sir. I am indeed not Mongolian. Like, you could skip shaders, but it'll stutter. Nah, I'm okay. I want it to load the shaders. This gives me time to talk with you guys for a moment. My guess is that he's from Earth. Martians don't sound like this. I like how you guys think I could be a Martian. It's kind of spooky. NGL. Not gonna lie. But we are moving on up. Moving on up. In Magic the Gathering, we're on 79% for these shaders. I think it was just because I think it had like a update that it had to do or something like that, and like every time it does an update, I guess it has to process the Vulcan shaders. I'm not sure. If you're born on Mars, are you a Martian or a Martian? Not gonna lie, in my opinion, faux show. Nice. Gotcha. No worries. We're all good. Man, so how about that Year of the Linux desktop, huh? No. Looking pretty good right now. You know, I really got to get well, I don't need a different chair. I actually like this chair, but like this chair makes all kinds of noises for some reason. Sounds like I'm breaking it or something. Sounds like I'm snapping it in half, like a twig. Yes, it is a office chair. I think it was. I think they advertised it as like a gaming chair, perhaps, but it's really not. I would say it's more of an office chair. For some reason, maybe it's too old. No, see, I got the chair like I think it was about. I think I got it back in April, so it's been give or take 3 months, maybe. Or maybe I got it in March. I don't remember. Okay, some French stuff. Cool. I only know English very well. Some words from other languages do become part of my vocabulary, but then I forget about them. But sometimes can remember them every now and then. Gotcha. My chair sounds like it explodes every time I sit on it. It's 18 years old, too. It's great otherwise. 18 years old? That thing is ready to go to college, my dude. That thing is ready to get out of the house. Start paying its own bills. Don't be paying rent for that chair. Make the chair pay for the rent. Alright, we're at 93% processing Vulcan shaders. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Yes, please. I would like for the English to come back, because I think it's broken. Should put the chair to do some chores around the house. Yeah, exactly. Make that chair work, Henny. But no, I think it's oh, remember to update your Linux? Yes, definitely. I got like 30 updates probably that need to install. Of course, I got updates like I don't know. It gets to where I'm doing updates like every few days or something like that. But thank you for the for letting us know to update. It's very rare for French people to speak good English. Gotcha. Nah, me and my mom are tight. You know, I can't leave her, but at some point I will have to. I don't know when. Well, I mean, I definitely understand that. Good to know you are there. Good to know you there are some. Oh, I am excited for Debian 13. Also welcome to the stream. Um, so I am also, I don't know if I'm excited for Debian 13. I'm interested to see what kind of stuff they've done. It is the rule: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Oh, is it the rule? Yes, that is the rule. Linux boot times are so much faster. I would agree. Vil, welcome to the stream. What are we up to? Why is the live rainbow? We are waiting on one of my games to finish processing the Vulkan shaders. Once that's processed, we can switch back to the main scene. Today we are discussing the year of the Linux desktop. Oh no, you guys are good. Yeah, no worries about that. I'm fine with it. Oh, now it's having to download updates. I really should have checked this before. I didn't know. I usually don't know on stream like what I'm gonna do. But tomorrow we'll probably like do either Minecraft or we'll do like a drawing stream. I haven't figured it out which yet, because then the next day I'll have to look into what's the next OS that I'm gonna look into, or maybe it's gonna be in the next few days. But I'm gonna have to figure it out either way. Let's see. Debian 13 be like, we're excited to introduce the new KDE Plasma 4.0 that is only 5 years old. I mean, pretty much. Should I update my 6.8 Linux kernel to 6.11? Maybe. Sure. It's taken long. My shaders. Okay, so we actually we're able to launch this now. Interestingly enough, you guys are seeing this, right? Where it was hitting 60%. That's kind of rare. On my computer it is. Let's see, what else have we got? My next term of university is going to start in 28th of July, and hopefully I can find something I can get a job into. I'll be your 267th sub, am on vacation, and hope I get to see some game stuff on Linux. Cool beans. Thank you for joining us. And also thank you for subscribing. That also means a lot. And if you would also like, we have a Discord that you can join. And if you are not a fan of Discord, we have a Matrix room that you can join too, where you guys can get in contact with me. You can talk about Linux stuff with Linux users. You can share your rising, share your projects that you're working on, all that good stuff. So yeah, just thanks for being with us. If everything works, don't bother updating. That's also good advice. That's solid advice. If it works, don't fix it. Don't fix what ain't broke. New Mez update. New question: what is kernel? Kernel is what makes the computer, or I would argue is what makes the computer run as well as it's supposed to. Okay, so we got red versus blue. I'm considering it because I can't change my resolution and refresh rate. Gotcha. The kernel is the core of the Linux component. Kernel is the thing that allows the software to communicate with hardware. It's the most important part. Is there like basic terminology for Linux? Root is the main folder for any Linux distro. That's one terminology. Thank you for Grok. Much appreciated. Even though I don't use X anymore, formerly known as Twitter. I just don't like the way that it's gone now. Whenever this creature becomes blocked, create a 1/1. Yeah, we'll put it out there. Why not? Ew, that sounds disgusting. when I switch to Arch and someone asks a question regarding, I hit them with the RT, or let me Google that for you. I'm not a fan of RTFM, but I usually, I don't know. I usually try to help when I can. I can't always, because there's just some stuff that I'm going to be limited on. Well, that one's. I mean, I guess I could attack. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I thought it couldn't block because of summoning sickness. No blocks. Let's see. Kernel is the pit or seed for an operating system. Linux itself is an open source kernel. Distros use Linux kernel as the main kernel. Use LTS kernel unless you have new hardware or unless you use Arch. Yeah, I use Cashy OS for my kernel just because I'm running Cashy OS. Whenever a creature you control, well, actually, create a number equal to the 2 plus number of cards named Goblin Gathering. I don't know that I want to do this, but sure. And then that one's, well, no, you can still block. Okay, you should try Belatro. Maybe. For an operating system to grow, it needs a kernel. On Arch, I always have 2 kernels at all times, the recent mainline one and the LTS. Every forum, when someone having an issue, there is RTFM at least 3 times. It's weird how some people become cocky when they install an operating system. I mean, is there ever an argument where you can actually tell someone to RTFM? I think there are special use cases for that, but as a general whole, I'm not a fan of it. But I mean, with some people, you just kind of have to, because they're not going to get it otherwise. If something breaks on the main line, I fall to LTS until it's fixed. Yeah, I think they say that they recommend like having at least 2 kernels installed, and then you just switch back and forth. This is not good. Create a number in the 2 named Goblin in your graveyard. Whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less attacks, this deals 1 damage. That creature is attacking. Choose attackers. I mean, it's a game after all. Let's just all attack. Wow. I don't think I played that well. I just don't know red decks very well. I'm more of a green deck kind of person. No, I don't want to do blocks. Then we will do that. Sure, why not? Okay. Let's see what else we got here. It was something... Oh, yeah, I already read that. I like running RC kernels, but this cycle RC1 and 2 were broken. Kernel handles the process scheduling memory devices like the keyboard, inter-process communication. Gotcha. The CachyOS kernels are pretty good. I don't know what they do to them, but they make my systems lubricated in a sense, smooth and stable. No, I actually feel the same way. Google it is a fallacious argument. As a few days ago, I was Googling an issue just to find someone with a similar issue, and the end one was to Google it. My guy, I came here by Googling it. The N1 comment. Gotcha. They enable processor features in your CPU, like V3, I think. Why does my Linux Firefox look so ugly? I actually am not using. Yeah, we won't block. I am actually using Zen browser. I think it's like the most minimal thing for me. And then we will all attack. 5 attackers, sure. Oh, he's got 1 HP left. Or, yeah, hit point left. Yeah. Zen is slick. No, I agree. I definitely agree. All attack. Oh, this is overkill. Yeah, I don't know how I won that one, but I won it. I'm not that. I mean, I have red in my dinosaur deck, in my commander deck, but like, I'm just not really. I like I said, I prefer green decks. I'm using Libre Wolf because of its simplicity and ad block, etc. I use Libre Wolf too. Nice. I like that you can whitelist sites for cookies in the URL bar. Gotcha. Alright, so the next one we'll play against is like a black deck. Okay, so we can put down a mountain. And then we can put down this dude. Target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked by this turn. Sure. Yeah, we'll go ahead and attack. What sounded wrong? I think I missed something there. Whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less attacks, this enchantment deals 1 damage. Sure, we'll use that one again. Can't be blocked this turn. Yeah. And then I'll attack. Wait, no. He's not supposed to be able to do that. I have high hopes for Zervo and Ladybird browsers as they're the only real alternative to Chromium and Firefox, which is 80% Google. Have you tried Libre Wolf? I might have, but it's been a while since I've looked into Libre Wolf. If you want to delete the French language pack on Linux... Oh, okay. I'm sure that might be a joke. I'm not sure. Something about you saying black deck and I was on a different tab. Oh. No, we're talking about Magic the Gathering here. Sorry to disappoint if I have. I can do it and still boot just fine from hourly snapshots. Gotcha. Oh yeah, and then saying my Linux is gone. Wow. You guys. Alright. I don't want to block though. Let's not block. Deals 2 damage to any target. Let's do 2 damage to that one. Get that out of the way. And now because that's tapped, I can go ahead and attack with everything I got. That's starting to come in pretty handy there. Also, you lack which is the root. Oh no. Let's not. Because then y'all won't be able to see the stream. Alright, let's put down a mountain. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Sure. Next, and then I want to say I want to attack, but I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Okay, so not bad. So that means I better win my next turn. I better win my next turn, you guys. Okay, that dude has haste. Then next, then all attack. So 3 attackers. Got it. I was worried for a second there. All right, let's see what's going on. It's way easier. Changes keyboard is way easier in Arch than Windows. Let's see. It wouldn't work because you need double dash for the options. No pseudo shenanigans today. What do you like about playing video games? I find them moronic but still somewhat fun. Gaming for me. Oh, let's all do Pac-Man. No, thank you. I'm good. No, playing games, it really depends on what it is. I find them to be just kind of, I mean, I enjoy myself playing, but I just don't, I don't know. I'm really, unless it's for stream, I just don't really game that much. Yeah, I just game for the stream and stuff like that. Mostly. Okay, and then we just do that. Let's put out this one. And then we'll all attack. And then we'll put down a mountain. Sure, we'll put down shock. Deals 2 damage to any target. Because why not? Because why not? And then we will all attack. Oh no. Oh no, we might lose this one, gang. This creature enters, create 2 red tokens. Which all have summoning sickness, mind you. We won't attack this turn. I don't feel comfortable doing that.
I wouldn't game for streaming or for someone else. I don't want to remain a moron forever and not contribute to anything worthwhile, but I still love what you do and keep it up. Well, no, so I play video games because if I didn't enjoy it to some degree, I wouldn't do it. I do enjoy gaming, and most of all, I like seeing what I can do with it in terms of Linux. I just I just don't have a need personally to do it off stream. Like, and while we're playing, I can like talk with you guys about Linux and all that good stuff. So, yeah, it is smooth as butter once you get everything set up on Linux. But yeah, I don't know. Like, what else am I going to do on stream? Is the question that I would say. Like that's really all I gotta say about because there's some people that watch the stream and they're like, oh yeah, you should do some gaming or you should do something. Like the only other thing that I could do right now, because I don't have a good enough PC to like do well. Actually, I don't know that for certain because I did figure out what my problem was with FL Studio. I was using Wine staging and I should have just went with Wine to begin with instead. And so I switched it out and I was able to drag and drop. But I mean, I could make music, I could draw. It's just a matter of what you guys want to see because like we're going to be talking about Linux no matter what we do. But it's like, you know, do you want to see gaming content? Do you want to see me draw? Do you want to see me make music? It's just a matter of what it is. How do I explain Linux to a casual Windows newbie? I would start with what are their needs? Oh, are you serious? Oh yeah, I'm done for. I am done for. Luckily, this guy has haste. All attack. Balatra. That would have to be a separate stream. But we could do it. I got it written down. Yeah, I know I was defeated because that's the way green decks are. But yeah, we could definitely give a review of it. There's other distributions in line though. Like I just don't know which one I would want to do next. Oh yeah, I could have done that. Yeah. I don't know anyone who lives in Vietnam either. But yeah, it mostly depends on what their use is. Like, I would start off with like just the reasons why I use Linux. And the biggest reason I use Linux is for customization. Like, that's what matters to me the most in regards to that. But other people may care about their privacy. Other people may care about like free and open source. You just never really know. Yeah, you definitely want to do that. I should have killed you when I had the chance. Yeah, let's kill that one. Oh yeah, still need to put a mountain down. Let's kill that one. I love IQ now. Cool, cool. And then let's go ahead and all attack because that one should be tapped. There you go. Let's see. Yay, I think latest Mesa fixed my GPU. Gotta go now. Have a good rest of the stream. Well, thank you for stopping by. We love having you as always, and we'll see you in the next one. If you like card games, you might also enjoy Slay the Spire. Depends if you like roguelikes. Not necessarily. I don't know. I don't know. I like Magic the Gathering because it's I like playing with dinosaur decks too. But I've also learned to like green decks. I don't know. I guess it's just I would have to play it with someone else in order to like figure out if I like it or not. Do I want to attack with Nest Robber? Because apparently you can block even with Summoning Sickness. I guess I could just do no attacks. Try some obscure ones. Void Linux for... Oh yeah, Void is already on the list of things to do. Creatures you... Oh yeah, we definitely want that. And then we can all attack. Yeah, go ahead and block. That takes out everything. Yeah, I'm going to lose this one too. Flying in haste. So this should be good. All attack. But he's going to have it this next go round because I didn't have anything to block it. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, Void Linux is already on the list. Remember, guys, Linux doesn't collect your data and sell it to the CIA. Gotcha. I've tried Void Linux after using Debian, and it was interesting. I compiled the Brave browser from source, which was pretty annoying and fun at the same time. Linux is furry Linux. I don't know about that, man. I am a beast, not a furry. Do you really have to compile everything like in Gentoo? I am not a fan of having to compile anything. Alright, so that's the second time I've lost to the green deck. Yes, I'm aware I need to stop that. But then that gets really tricky. No, they have source packages and binary packages. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So most people are saying no. Okay, if I do it the way that they want me to do it, then like they're just gonna pop out another one, see? And like I'm not gonna have like anything to really do this with. Like I'm doing this basically the way that they want me to do it. Oh, it's easier than Arch? Cool. Okay, and then we just create the 2/2 red tokens. And then all attack. I'm doing it the way that they want me to do it. Then let's put down that. And then we'll all attack. I mean, technically, I am doing it the way they want me to do it. Flying in haste. Okay, so yeah, definitely gonna let's all attack. Wow, they're really gonna give it to me this time. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Okay, and then 6 damage to any target. Let's do it to that one. And then we'll all attack. There we go. That's how we did it. No, we have been talking about Linux. In fact, the topic is the year of the Linux desktop. Do you have any thoughts on the year of the Linux desktop? We've been here for like 2 hours now. So yeah, we have been talking about Linux. In fact, this game is being run on Linux. So Void Linux is lovely, but I don't use it daily. I use Arch Linux because I get stuff what I want very easily. Void Linux is a good, but getting stuff I exactly want is a little tricky. Oh, I see. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, now we're coming up against a white deck. Then we'll just place down a mountain. Yeah, dual booting is not something I would personally recommend. It is an option though. My recommendation is more about I guess my recommendation is to use a virtual machine before installing Linux, just to see if you like it or not. Let's see. Once you are more comfortable and know stuff, start using it as your main OS. Gotcha. I have dual booted Mac OS and Windows on a MacBook, and that was fun. Huh. I didn't even know that was possible. VM is a great idea. Yeah, I think before you want to do something permanent, like, because that's the thing about doing like dual booting, is that you have to worry about making sure that you because like Windows will sometimes, like, if you do like a special update, and what I mean by a special update is one where they will erase the grub from you. So yeah, I don't recommend that. Oh yeah, and if you're on a modern NVIDIA GPU for the initial Linux Mint install, use compatibility mode. Oh yeah, I recommend Linux Mint to those that are just beginning, amongst other things. Like, I'll also recommend Pop OS or live USB flash drive, but make sure the flash drive is fast enough. Yeah, you could do that too. Yeah, live ISO of Linux on a USB is awesome too. Seawar, welcome to the stream. You use Lubuntu. Use Ventoy. Yeah, so my job actually uses Lubuntu as well. We'll just put him down. And then we'll just block. Put down this mountain. Creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. Ventoy is goated. I got OSs there and a few testers. Nice. And then next, no attacks. So intern. Sure. Oh wait, what is the ability? Oh no, I don't want that. Ventoy is great, but not very reliable. You will come across issues with Ventoy if you tinker enough. Gotcha. Oh, so you're attacking with both of those? Oh, okay. Now I can block. So I'll block this one with this one, and I'll block this one with this one, and then let's just see what it does, and then pass. Pass. And then now it's my turn. And then we'll do a mountain. And I could do... I do need to have an attacker at some point, but then they've got blockers. I guess I could just put down this one. Then put down this enchantment as well. I didn't know I could do that. And we won't attack because we need blockers. Yes, I do want to block with that one. I'll block with that one and then block with that one. And then let's see if that does anything. Oh, well, in that case, it took out one of my dudes. Flying, when this creature dies, return it to its owner's hand. That's kind of busted, if I'm not going to lie. Let's see. Steam Proton uses open source tools like DXVK and uses some compatibility layers and a bit of wine. I only have one laptop and I stay at small town. I'm kind of introvert, so it's hard for me to ask someone PC or laptop help. Ventoy was good. I wanted to use Arch Linux but quit after one day. I downloaded Ubuntu ISO file from Android phone and sent it to USB, so Ventoy good. Gotcha. Well, we are certainly glad to have you here for sure. We'll try to help you out any way we can, for sure. Let's put down this mountain. I'll put down this dragon too. And then we will only attack with this one. So attack. Arch was too complicated and time consuming. No, I get that. It can be. Let's just put down this dude, I guess. And then we'll put down this too. That way we've got some stuff going on here. Then next, we're going to choose these two to attack. But then next. Okay, that was an insane play. Yeah, I want to end turn because I want something to block in case I need to block. Arch is not complicated, bro. Maybe you have a different way of looking at things. It's the reason why I use Arch, by the way, is such a flex. Arch is complicated if you're trying to do a normal install. I would say do like Arch install if you're gonna do it for the first time. Or go to something like CachyOS. I use CachyOS. What is the game name? This is Magic the Gathering Arena. Well, how am I supposed to resolve that? There is nothing I could do about that. I mean, I can't do anything with this dude. So I could just pass. Blockers. And then, yeah, just use those for blockers. And then pass. Alright, so let's go to my turn now. And then we'll put this down. And then next, we're going to use these two for attackers. Hopefully they're not going to do anything. And that's how we won it. I'm surprised that I won that. I like quick fix. Gotcha. Even a normal / manual install isn't complicated. It's just a little weird, but also fun. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat that. My first time was a bit complicated. Like, a lot of it is having to read, for sure. But there are some places where you can get caught up in the moment and, like, not know what you're doing. And so it does make it sometimes difficult, I think. But we all have different views on that, of course. First timers, well, know it sucks. Better go try those that have installers. Arch requires you to look at documentation, which many doesn't bother. Then we have this case of hardware config too. Yeah, like my hardware configuration. But no, I understand. Like, I've done a stream on this channel in the past, and it's still up, where I did it 3 times, and I was successful on the 3rd time of installing Arch Linux the normal way, and I installed it with encryption. So, I mean, is it hard? Kind of, but as long as you do what I do on that 3rd time, as long as you do what I do on that 3rd time, things should be good. Now, one thing I will say is that you may want to use BetterFS instead of ext4, but otherwise, like, as long as you just follow what I'm doing, you should be good. I can't guarantee anything, though. I can read documentation about the stuff I love, but reading a book requires a whole nother level of concentration. Yeah, no, I kind of feel the same way. It's why I have Open Dyslexic as my font, because it's really hard for me to read things sometimes. So, like, it takes me forever to read if I don't have this font. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it, Seawar. And also, welcome to the stream, Buggy. I won't be able to play Fallout 4. Actually, I don't even think I own Fallout 4. I own a Fallout game. I think it's Fallout... what's the one where it's all retro like? I don't remember. I do own a Fallout game, though. I can't run it right now because of the hardware. Okay, so the last one for red, we've got... let's play. This one is more time-based, so I'm not going to be able to interact as much until I get done with the game. I mean, I go first? Yeah, I mean, we'll keep it, I guess. Because, like, no matter what happens, I'm still going to I'm still gonna win a card. I like books very much, but reading them is difficult because of my level of concentration. Maybe it's just me. You know, I also like books. I like when books hold my tables for me. Oh yeah, this dude's gonna be slow, I bet you. Oh, this is the black deck? Are you kidding me? Target creature gets 1/0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Okay. Sure, I'll take a mountain. Whatever. And then... Shock deals 2 damage to any target. We'll take out that one. And now I can attack. I don't know. Do you guys want to... Do you want to see what it's like drawing in Krita? Because like I've done a stream like that in the past, showing Krita. I just don't know if you guys are tired of watching me play Magic the Gathering or not. This enchantment deals 1 damage to the... Oh yeah, I think I've used this one before. So let's just... And then choose... Well, when this creature dies, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. I mean, I guess I could attack. Probably not the best thing to do. But is he going to block? No, he's not going to block. He's going to take it. Sure, if you want to, you choose what's on your stream. No, I get that. I just want to make sure everything's all good. Savage Gorger. This guy's taking forever. This music, though. How about this music? Do you play any games on phone? Not these days. Usually not. I don't really want to attack. I play Tetris on my phone. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I play a lot of retro games mostly. I think I'm just gonna let this dude have it. Just because he's... I don't know, I don't like going against the... I don't like going against black decks, really. Let's see. Well, I don't really want to attack, though. Retro game kind of boring. Yeah, I guess that's just more of a... I guess you have to have like a specific taste in gaming for it. Yeah, I love boring stuff. No, we'll block. Why not? Oh, actually, you know what? I want to block this one. Oh, that has flying. I can't block it. I can block that one, though. I'm not pulling a good... Yeah. Let's get that card out of the way. And I really don't want to attack. Hopefully with the power of FOSS and open source development, I can get as much performance as possible in Compat that rivals Windows and Linux. Good idea, bro. Until then, I'll stay Windows for my studies. Gotcha. 8:43 p.m. Not sure what that's for. Let's just transform the world for free. That's what we need. No, I think there's some people that just are never going to... they're just never going to get to a point where they can use Linux as their daily operating system. Just because of... Like, I've talked about this before, but there's, like, specific use cases for all the operating systems. And, like, some people just aren't with it. Target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. No, I don't want to do that. Free is not capitalism, so it's probably not possible. I ain't trolling. I love that people commit to stuff and not be expected to get paid. Unless, you know, communism. No, I get that. Yeah, and that's kind of the way that I view things about my channel and everything. It's like, I don't... Like, there's stuff that I offer just because I want to be able to contribute to the community. So, like, my coding, for example, is up on my GitHub. I make royalty-free music and all that good stuff. However, I do have, like, for myself, I have, like, a... stream elements where, like, you can send me a tip, a one-time tip. You could also, like, subscribe through Discord and stuff like that, because, like, I feel like I offer different things to people, and I would like to eventually at some point, like, get rewarded for that. So no, I get it, but, like, there's a lot of people that just don't want to pay for anything, and I'm just the type of person where, like, if it helps me, if it benefits me to some degree, I will pay for it. So, I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just, like, a rarity in the Linux community. Big company, a monopoly on Windows and Apple. If all laptop PC got pre-installed Linux, it would be good. I mean, I think you would be better off having Linux installed than Chrome OS installed. Like, because every time I go to Walmart, I see all these Chromebooks. And I'm like, who is your audience that is using all these Chromebooks? Because they're only taking up 1% of the market share. But yet they get their own computers. Yet Linux is at 4% market share. But they don't get computers in Walmart stores. Doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. Pre-installed Linux was actually a good thing. I don't know what happened to it today. Well, like, people... It's all about capitalism. Like, people wanted to be able to make a profit. And so, you know, Linux just isn't really, you know, as much as I hate to say this, Linux just is not really all that profitable. And you know what? I need to change this just a little bit, because I just noticed that it's cutting off my logo here. There we go. Now we can lock it. Chromebook is for grandmas. Linux is FOSS. Yeah, it is. It's free and open source, but when people say free in regards to that, they're not talking about free as in price. They're talking about free as in freedom. So their biggest thing is that as long as it's it just so happens. Let me put it to you this way. Their biggest goal is free as in freedom and open source. However, it is a bonus that your projects come for free, meaning that you get LibreOffice for free, you get Firefox for free, you get Inkscape for free, you get GIMP for free, you get all these programs for free, a majority of them, like 98% of them you get for free. That's just by coincidence. People who are in Linux, they want to be able to contribute to a better operating system. They want to be able to contribute to better packages that can be used by other people, that's not controlled by all these corporations. The only thing is that most of them don't get paid for the work. And I think that it is very important to get paid for doing the work that you put into it. I may not always have the money to do that with, but I think it's important. I'm recently hooked watching First Amendment audit video. Gotcha. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. All right, so the only thing left to do is really just to play this black deck. Although I don't know if I want to get into that right now. I think I just want to mostly talk with you guys for now. But I'm going to leave this up because I want to play some more. I need a break for a few minutes before I continue playing Magic. I mean, capitalism creates jobs so companies can do what it wants. Yeah. No, I don't disagree with that at all. But that's just one of the problems with Linux. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat that about Linux. Like, if people would just be more willing to pay for the products that they use, like, I think it would help out a lot more, because you also have to take into consideration that there's people that are putting in all these hours into a program. That yes, people are going to use these programs, but they also need to be compensated somehow for their time. Otherwise, they're just going to eventually burn out and they will move on to something better. And I'm using better as a euphemism because I don't have a better word to describe what is better, because I think Linux is the better choice. But, getting paid is just a simple thing. The real thing is being devoted to something, and not a lot of people are prepared to do that. So I understand why it's important to get paid. Yeah, I think... No, I think I do agree with you on that. The real thing is being devoted to something, and not a lot of people are prepared to do that. So, like, you have to be committed and devoted to your program that you're working on. You have to be able to make all the necessary changes and all that good stuff that you need to do. Like, there has to be development going on. So no, I definitely understand that. I'm just checking something real quick. A cool thing is that on modern laptops, if you change the OS on the buy page to Ubuntu or Linux, you get it $200 cheaper. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Is that still a thing? Yeah, I think there's some computers out there where you can actually get it without having an OS installed. You just have to find like the right one that does that. I mean, I don't know if you can get Ubuntu installed. I think it just depends on who you get it from, really. Lately, I've been window browsing for computers, and I see all these computers that are running Windows, and they're running Windows 11 on them, and it's like, I don't know, like, what do you guys think? Here's a question: what do you guys think is a good graphics card, but for a budget? Like, one is that the requirements that I have is that it needs to be a budget GPU, and it needs to be able to support 1080p 60 FPS gaming. Like, what would you guys recommend? Let's see. RX 660 or RX 6800 when it's available. 6600 or 6800. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily have a problem with NVIDIA on Linux. I've gotten NVIDIA to work with Linux. I've never had that issue like other people are having. Having said that, I might have issues if I'm running Hyperland. I don't know for certain though. 60 or 6000 series are good too. So the 6000 series. Nice. No, I can work with that. I've got like two or three different computers that I'm looking at now. But the goal is to get something that I can do at least 1080p 60 FPS on everything. I mean, I can do 60 FPS on this laptop, but it's not like I can just stream at 60 FPS. I have to stream at 30 FPS. And not all of my games are running at 60 FPS to begin with. So I have to take into consideration that too. I personally run a 3060. I think I'm actually there's someone I'm talking with at the moment that's supposed to help me out next week with the computer. He was talking about getting a 3060. I heard they were pretty good. If secondhand is not a problem, then it's definitely cheaper. Yeah, secondhand's not a problem. In fact, I've been looking on eBay trying to find what's going to be the best one, and right now I just don't have the money to try to get it. Like, I would need probably about $100 more before I could even like consider doing anything this week. So it would have to wait until next week. What do you think about Framework laptop? I don't know anything about that. Now that I think about it, the 3060 Ti also in the list for cheap mid. AMD on Linux is 10 times better. Gotcha. No, I actually don't disagree with that about AMD being better. It's just a matter of what I can afford is what it comes down to. Because, like, a lot of you guys, I'm noticing you guys have great computers, and that's because you put a lot of money into it. I only get paid so much every 2 weeks, so it just wouldn't be, like, I would have to figure out where it's all going. But, yeah, the 3060 Ti, well, I don't know if it's a Ti, but the 3060 is one that I'm looking at now, trying to get. Let's see. Look forwards to making short content. It makes bank. Okay. I'm not sure who you're talking about in that range. Let's see. Here, local 3070 is close to $400. Gotcha. Yeah, see, I wouldn't be, or I would be able to do something around 400. I could do that. Yeah, exactly. Just go with what you can afford. Intel is cheaper than AMD. Yeah, so the 3060 I think is doable. I think I could get the 3060. I just need to be able to get a good deal somewhere on that. So no, I can definitely do that though. Well, no, not exactly heavy gaming. It would be more like it's not so much that I want heavy gaming because heavy gaming to me implies that you want at least like 120 FPS in your games. I just want to be able to run whatever games I want to play on it. And I don't have that much of a demand for it because like I play uh Lego games, I play retro games, I play Magic the Gathering. I play stuff like that. So and Cuphead as well. I just want to be able to have a computer that I can do 60 FPS on at 1080p. Like those are my requirements. Like and to also be able to stream at 60 FPS is a big one too. Yeah, I'm not going with a 9070. Those things are expensive. No, it's more of a waiting game for me at this point. Just waiting for good deals and waiting for the money to be able to put on it right now. Here's a question. Is there a better time that you guys want me to stream? And and I'm probably asking that in the wrong way possible or in the wrongest way possible. What I mean is like is there other times during the stream where you guys would be available? So like because I'm thinking about like maybe tomorrow since it's my day off, I may end up starting the stream later than usual, probably about like noon Eastern time. I had thoughts about that, but like if everyone's cool with the current time that I go live, so like around 8 o'clock Eastern time in the morning, uh, then I can definitely stream then. Anytime you think is a good time, then that's a good time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, I get it. I just stream whenever I stream. Um, I was just wondering if there was like, because I know that everyone's from different time zones and stuff like that. But it seems like around 8 o'clock, around that area for me is usually a good time for me to stream with everybody. So I'll probably just keep it that way. Um. Oh yeah, let me take the time to go ahead for those of you who may be new here. If you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you really enjoy my content, consider subscribing today. We have a Discord as well as a Matrix room that you can get in contact with me in case you need to contact me about anything. You can also talk with other Linux users. You can also post your risings, maybe post your projects that you're currently working on. Um, you can ask for help if you need help with any Linux stuff. We're here for that. I can't guarantee that we'll know all the answers, but we can certainly try to help. Um, and now back to the chat. I don't know if I said this before, but welcome to the stream, Unknown. We are certainly glad to have you here. Uh, AMD 9060 XT or a NVIDIA 360 Ti or 370, I would say, will absolutely crush 1080p 60 FPS for streaming and gaming. Okay, so 9060 XT. Okay, I got that down. So that's what I'll be looking for then. Those cards are around the $150 to $400 range. Well, I'm not so much looking for. I'm not so much looking for the card itself. I'm looking for the laptop that has that already in it. Yeah, because if here's the thing, if I wanted to go back to desktop, I could easily go back to desktop, like because they're cheaper to get, and I could put whatever graphics card I want in there. The thing is, I don't want a desktop. I want a laptop. Because like here's the thing, I actually have a PC that I'm trying to sell right now. Um, I don't know what is going to happen in that regard. But it's supposed to be sold at some point whenever this dude gets paid. I haven't heard word back though, so I may just end up asking for the computer back. Uh, well, right now I'm running on a laptop. Yeah, it is different. I am running on a laptop right now. I'm wanting to get a gaming laptop though, so that way I can do what I need to do with streaming and gaming and stuff like that. Um, I have a desktop that I'm trying to sell, um, but I haven't heard back from the buyer, so I may end up just holding on to it again. We'll see. And if I hold on to it, then yeah, maybe I will just install Linux on that and then stream from there, I guess. I really don't want to, though. I've never been a personal fan of laptops because they tend to have heating issues, but I really hope it works for you. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I also don't like the overheating issue, but um, I guess you're going to have that with any technology that's like not a desktop, I guess. I like Lenovo laptops. Yeah, but they're kind of, for me, they're kind of expensive, and I don't know which one to get for a good graphics card. A laptop is just so that way in case I want to lay in bed and surf the web or whatever, or if I want to do Linux stuff, I want to be able to just do it wherever I go. I don't want to be bound to just my uh, desk for my computer. So yeah, that's pretty much why. Yeah, for easy use, definitely. That's what I would say actually. I'm just checking some stuff real quick. Cool, cool. Let's see. What else have you guys said about me? What'd you say about me? I know y'all said something. Fair. It's a workout carrying the entire PC after all. Yeah, definitely. Oh man, if I could just have the setup that I used to have with my desktop, I'd be so happy. Uh, Setting up Bluetooth on Linux is a pain. I have had pain in the past with Bluetooth. I tried to set up my hearing aids at one point with Linux, and they just weren't working. And I was told that it was a hardware issue, not not a Linux problem. So I'll have to try it on this laptop or maybe some other laptop when I decide to wear my hearing aids again. But I am nowhere near as knowledgeable about laptops, but I presume that anything relatively new would run 1080p fine for streaming and gaming. Well, so this laptop that I have here is good for light gaming. And this computer, it has the ability to run at 60 FPS to stream, but then every now and then I see it fluctuating in OBS, and um, I don't know why it fluctuates. But like, I also haven't tried it with the new optimizations that I did, so that may end up changing my mind about it. Uh, let's see, 4 years old laptop, Lubuntu LXQT. It saved my battery life. Gotcha. What laptop do you have? I think the brand is called Nyakin, but it's like actually I can just show you the specs. Let me we're gonna exit out of the game for now. If I want to play another game, we'll just play another game. But um let's see. I think this is good. So these are my specs. That's pretty much all that needs to be known about it. Um, let's see what else is there. What? Oh yeah, I currently disabled Bluetooth to fix it. It's a pain. Yeah, so I don't, like I said, other than like my hearing aids, I don't really use Bluetooth on desktop all that much. I haven't in the. Oh, how long has it been? It's been a while. But like in probably the last 10 years I haven't really had to use Bluetooth all that much on my computer. The only time I've had to use it was for the hearing aids. But yeah, these are my specs. I have a Intel N100. It's 4 cores. Goes up to 3.40 gigahertz. I have Intel UHD graphics. I have 16 gigs of RAM. I have a terabyte for an SSD. Um. Oh wait a minute! I think I just noticed something. Did my swap change to 16 gigs? Do I really have 16 gigs of swap? Oh, it's those N100 laptops with obscure brand names. Yeah, I bet it's a single channel RAM too. I mean, it could be. The thing was, when I bought the laptop originally, I just didn't know what I was going to be using it for really. Because I wanted something simple, but I figured like it had like the processor that I wanted and it had the memory and stuff like that in it. So I figured, um, I figured it wasn't going to be an issue. And then I started streaming again, and that's when I started noticing that I needed something more powerful. But, um, oh yeah, as a matter of fact, no, I'll do that after stream. But I'll have to look into the Casio's gaming applications. I still don't know how that works or what you're supposed to do for that. But if I can get that working, then I may just end up being able to uh I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, mid-budget range laptop also good. Yeah, I'm not looking for anything like really intense as far as like the um yeah, I'm looking for something like I said before that I can run like as minimal as possible, and like the minimum for me would be like 60 FPS on everything including my streaming. But for now, I'm working with what I've got, you know, and going from there. Um but yeah. Just looking at something real quick. Honestly, anything with a newer NVIDIA graphics in a laptop would run better, though I am not as knowledgeable about their laptop graphics, so I cannot give specs res or specific recs. Android uses Linux, by the way. I mean, they do use Linux, but it's not like they are like, I don't know. It's not like they are. I mean, it's about saying that Google runs Linux or like Chrome OS. No, not yeah. Chrome OS uses Linux. It's about the same as saying that. I don't know. Which I mean, they're true statements. It's just, it's whatever. Oh, it's time for your daily stretches, guys. Oh man, yesterday was a pain for me because I had this I had like, oh, Apple overhyped and expensive. Yeah. Um I had this test done, which was like a nerve conduction test, and then there was like this one test that started with an E. Oh my goodness, that one that starts with an E was a pain because like they stuck needles in you, and like they were measuring to see how well your limbs move and stuff like that. I really would not want to do that ever again. But at least everything came back normal, so I guess that's good. I would have recommended those mini PCs with Ryzen's and decent iGPU, but it's not a laptop. Their laptop counterparts are expensive. Uh, Mini PCs. Well, a mini PC. The only thing about a mini PC is that I'd have to buy another monitor. Because then I would have to have two monitors going on. There's just no way for me to stream without having two monitors, which would not be a problem. Um, don't buy a mini PC, build a mini PC. So many recommendations. It's hard trying to connect my Bluetooth headphones to Linux. Um, I'm just wondering, how old are your headphones then? Like, so the reason I ask is because sometimes if you have, oh, like when it was released. Yeah, when it was released. I don't know, but it's very modern. Probably 2023, 24. Yeah, so it should work. I'm just wondering like if it's a hardware issue then. Cuz like on Linux it should be fine. Yeah, that's just what I was going to ask was about the Bluetooth module to see how old it was. Cuz it could just be like it could be hardware, it could be like the Bluetooth drivers. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe I need to install a Bluetooth driver. Let me try. Gotcha. Yeah, definitely give that a try. See how well it works out. Oh, do you guys hear that? I hear birds. I thought birds only came around at like morning time. Apparently, you can hear all kinds of stuff with this microphone, as it was pointed out yesterday. I run Linux on a modern high-end desktop and everything works. No dual boot or anything. Very satisfied. That's pretty cool. Also, welcome to the stream. We're glad to have you here. You guys use Copilot, ChatGPT, or Gemini? I use... No, I actually use if I'm gonna use anything like that, I've been using whatever DuckDuckGo uses. I don't really use ChatGPT all that much. Gemini is kind of Copilot, I don't really want to. Oh, maybe you have to update the kernel. I mean, maybe. Who knows, really? Like, Bluetooth can't... Even on Windows, this is what I will say. Even on Windows, Bluetooth can be finicky. Like, and not just on Windows. It can also be on your phone. Like, Bluetooth can be finicky to mess with. So, like, I wouldn't put too much thought into it being, like, a Linux issue. Like, that's just... In my experience, I've always had issues with Bluetooth at first. And then, like, through troubleshooting and intuition, I figure it out. You know, at least we are all free from Windows. Yeah, I'm free. Free at last. Here's the thing about Windows. I used to love Windows back in the day when you could customize things. Like, you could actually install themes on your desktop. I don't know if you guys ever did this before, but like I used to, on Windows XP, I would install my own theme into it. And it was pretty cool. I liked the way that I was able to just customize things. And now it's like they restrict it so that way you don't end up breaking your system. But in the process of that, I don't know, if only they would just allow for more, like being able to customize your own cursor, well, the biggest one for me, not so much the cursor as it is the font. If they would just let me customize my font, I would be so, well, actually, I don't know if I'd be so happy about it, but like it would be a step in the right direction for me, I think. I will take this time now to go ahead and say, if you like this video or if you like the stream, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you really enjoy my content, consider subscribing today. We do have a Matrix room as well as a Discord server that you can get in contact with me off stream. You can also talk with other Linux users. You can post your writings, post your projects, you can ask questions, or if you need help with anything Linux, and all that good stuff. So yeah, back to this. You have to hack Windows with like Retrobar and OpenShell, and it breaks stuff way more than messing with dot files. Yeah, that's what I came to realize about using stuff like that. It just wasn't really working for me. I wonder if anyone still uses Rain. I think that's what it's called. Or maybe it's called Rain Meter or something like that. But like you could have like widgets on your desktop with it. I wonder if anyone ever uses that. I think Windows only good for high-end laptop. I'm more a minimalist person, so I use LXQT desktop environment. So if Windows is in low budget laptop, it bad. It was good to have conservation with you. Oh, conversation with you. Oh yes, definitely. It's been great. And like if you guys want to get in contact with me more, you can use those platforms to get in contact with me because I don't really use anything else these days. But I do like to have options for people. We want to be professional, so let's change our font to Times New Roman. Veal. No. If I had to use Times New Roman, I would rather. Oh, what would I rather do? I would. I would rather use Chrome OS. No, sorry. I would rather use Gentoo than use Times New Roman. I'm going with my Open Dyslexic font. If I am able to customize a font, it's got to be Open Dyslexic. And that's just like a personal thing for me. That's not going to be everyone's take on it, like because everyone likes their fonts, but I use Open Dyslexic because I am dyslexic and it helps tremendously with the reading. May not be able to comprehend everything at times, but I can read really good. Got to do our stretches, you guys. So tomorrow, the plan is to definitely stream. I don't know what it is I'm going to stream yet. I'm still debating on what I want to do. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about Minecraft. We may just do some Minecraft because it was asked about earlier. We could also draw. That's another option. I don't know if I'm going to do Magic the Gathering all that much, but we'll probably see about doing some Minecraft, I guess. But I got to come up with a really good topic for tomorrow too, because I think that's the way to go. Is just come up with a topic, and then we can talk about it. What do you do for battery performance in your laptop? I use TLP. I don't know what TLP is, but there was a command that I used not too long ago that allowed me to change my power management to performance in CachyOS. I'd have to look it up again. I know I've got it bookmarked somewhere. I'd have to search through my bookmarks to see where that's at. Did anyone know of the keyboard feature when you slide your finger across the spacebar to move your cursor? This is for mobile phones, by the way. I did not know that was a thing. But then again, I don't use a keyboard on my phone. I mean, I use the keyboard that's in the software of the phone, but I don't use like an external keyboard to connect to it, if that makes sense. Just checking on everything. Making sure we're all good. Oh, like an internal keyboard? Oh. I did not know that you could do that. I'd have to try that out sometime. What is that specifically Android? I'm assuming you're on Android, but is that like on Android or is it on iOS as well? Oh man, all that crackling sounds like my back. Alrighty, well, it's on Android, but I'm not sure if it's also in iOS. I'm pretty sure they have something similar. I'll have to try that out sometime then. See how well that does. For sure, for sure. Let's see. When installing Lubuntu, I disabled my laptop touchpad. I searched online for days how to fix it, but at last I remembered there is featured keyboard that can disable touchpad. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, as far as my computer is concerned, I when I'm not streaming, I use my touchpad. The touchpad is great for like moving back and forth between all of the workspaces. Is really handy for that. Um, but my habit of pressing the area to where I put the cursor is still my go-to. Gotcha. It was frustrating and funny. So it's funny but frustrating. But frustratingly funny because it's frustrating and funny. Gotcha. Well, so I think that's going to do it for me for today. We'll be back tomorrow. I cannot guarantee what we'll be streaming tomorrow. We'll probably do some, if I can, I'll probably do some Minecraft, see how well that works in Linux. If not, I'll probably just do some drawing or something like that. We'll figure it out. Oh yeah, you just noticed my profile moves. Yeah, so like this is what I consider a PNG tuber type setup. So like he moves whenever I talk. But yeah, it was good having you all here. Make sure, as I said earlier, if you like my content, give it a thumbs up. If you really enjoy my content, consider subscribing. I've got Matrix, got Discord. You can hit me up there if you want to. And I will see you guys later.